Hi, I'm Paula Blackwelder, back with Trapeze Talk, and today my guest is Mitch Marinas from Orlando, Florida. Welcome, Mitch.
Thank you very much.
We want to know how you got started into the circus business.
Well, it started, now I can probably say over a decade ago. I actually joined the Florida State University Flying High Circus.
All right.
I went to this university specifically for the circus, and I walked in and I saw their 3-ring tent they have set up there, and it was just amazing. The first thing I saw were the people doing the trapeze, and I said, that's it. That's what I want to do. And so I made it my goal for the next 5 years to just get there. And throughout that time, I did everything from teeterboard to hand balancing. I was the ringmaster for a bunch of years too, and that was fantastic.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So out of teeterboard and trapeze and presenting the show, what was your favorite?
Man, I tell you what, flying trapeze is where my heart's at.
Okay.
And ringmaster there was a lot of fun. It's really cool to be in front of, hundreds and thousands of people, and basically you get paid to be the best host of a party and to try and throw the best party you've ever thrown in your life.
Oh,
And it's fantastic. But trapeze, once I get the tux and the suit off from the ringmaster and I go into trapeze mode, that's when I get to let loose and just kind of let my spirit fly.
Certainly. Well, what were some of the tricks that you learned there at FSU?
We're starting from the very beginning, mind you. So it goes from, you start out doing a knee hang or a hawks, and then we go up to a plonge or a plank, and then progressively up. The highest I made was double somersault. That was my big build trick. And then we put the icing on the cake with a passing leap, which was a forward somersault over the bar as the girl was coming back to me.
Now, did you learn how to catch as well while you were there at FSU?
I did, towards the very end I did.
Very good.
And that was fantastic too, I love that.
So is that kind of, you like both of them, or is there one you favor over the other?
I really like flying. I really like going to the catcher, but when you're actually doing the catching, it's like the other half of a puzzle that you didn't even know was there, and it's just as intricate and beautiful and amazing. Like, I love it. I love all aspects of it, really.
That's incredible. Now, part of FSU is circus history and other circus work. Tell us some of the things that you learned about the circus.
Oh God, lots of work, lots of hard work, lots of teamwork building. Because it's basically extracurricular. When you're there, you're not getting paid to do it, and you only get out of it what you put into it. So it's not unheard of to show up early in the morning as the sun rises and unload a dump truck of sawdust and spend all day with 20 of your closest friends, 40 of your closest friends, just spreading sawdust throughout the entire tent. And then you have this smell of just this ripe pine. It's awesome. And setting up the tent right after that, doing all the main pulls.
Driving stakes in the ground?
Driving a lot of stakes in the ground. Pulling a lot of rope. Climbing poles, all that stuff, yeah.
Incredible. Well, that really gives you an extra feather in your cap when you can say that you have set up a circus and you've torn down a circus.
Yeah, it's an enormous source of pride.
Good.
It is.
Now, FSU also travels, don't they, during the summer, and they do shows?
Yeah, a lot of summers what they do is there'll be a summer program that we used to do. I'm honestly not sure if it's still going on, but we spend a lot of summers up in Callaway Gardens in Georgia.
Okay.
And it was an old-time resort with just a lot of botanical gardens, but they had a big amphitheater, and we would basically come in for the summer, at the beginning of summer, and we rig all of our equipment. During the days, we take all of the children that are there with the guests, and we run summer program with them, do water skiing, do circus arts, do bug hunts, do a lot of stuff. And then at night we did shows, and it's great to see all the kids that you were with all day making relationships with come and see you perform, and the energy that is exchanged is fantastic. It's incredible.
How many shows did you do a week there?
Oh, at least 8 to 10.
8 to 10 shows.
Yeah.
Well, you're really in the fraternity, I would say. You're really circus, and you learned from the ground up, it sounds like. And I know that you've taken it, since you've graduated from the university, you've taken this as a professional career. Tell us some of the things you've done and what are you currently doing now?
Immediately after, I was at Florida State. I was training hard, just doing trapeze and doing the other arts, and then Right when I graduated, I was actually lucky enough and fortunate enough I got offered a job to be a full-time rigger with Cirque du Soleil. And so that's where I've been at for the past almost 6 years now.
Here in Orlando?
Yep, I work at a stationary show called Lanuba. It's here in Orlando, Florida. And I do all of the rigging and the technical aspects of that behind the show. And then still in my free time, I'm doing circus on my own. Performing, training, staying fit, and just basically keeping that energy going.
And do you teach or instruct at any of the schools in Central Florida?
I do actually. We have a really good, there's a circus school, Orlando Circus School. It's started by two good friends of mine, and we actually have a trapeze school that we run throughout the week. And there's also full circus arts, aerial acts, tumbling, trampoline wall. So I do that too, aside from my full-time day job.
Okay.
I go and a few hours a week teach and instruct, and that gives me also an outlet too. Doing the technical stuff full-time, it's great, but I don't get to release a lot of that energy, and so going and instructing and getting to catch, I catch a lot for the classes there, and that lets me fill that need.
Well, last question. Tell us what your plans are for the future. What's your goals?
I'm hoping just to keep the ball rolling. I recently kind of got back into doing trapeze, staying fit, and I'll tell you a big goal of mine.
Okay.
A really big goal of mine is I always gave myself, I knew that I didn't come from a circus family. I know that I didn't have any kind of extensive professional career. So I started late to the game, but a goal of mine has always been to catch a triple before I'm 30 years old. And I think that would be a fantastic, like a feather in my cap, just as somebody who really did come from an amateur, who still is an amateur. To be able to say that I have a triple, I could die a happy man. That'd be good.
All right. Well, don't sell yourself short. I've seen you fly.
I'll try not.
I know you can do it.
Thank you.
So big bravo to you. And there's a lot of performers who didn't come from circus families, and they are super sensational today, and we enjoy their performances. And I'm glad that there's people like you who share your gifts and talents.
Well, thank you very much.
So we're going to watch you fly now. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you very much.
I'm Paula Blackwelder, and this is Trapeze Talk. Stay tuned for more on Circus Nation TV Network.
I am Circus Nation.
Well, Mitch, are you ready to fly?
Yeah, I think I'm about ready.
Let's do it.
I'm Circus Nation.
Mitch, that was awesome. Thanks for practicing with me. You are dynamic. Just imagine, what if everybody could feel that feeling? What would that be like?
Man, I think the world would be a lot happier place, honestly.
I do too. Well, I'm Circus Nation TV.
And I'm Circus Nation TV.
Keep the legacy alive. Support Circus Nation TV Network.
I'm Circus Nation TV also.